Hello, my name is April. My earliest memory at age 7 is my mom and dad labeling me the ugly duckler. Our April definitely didn't get the good looks in the family, they'd say. True, but she's got a brain, which is a relief. Getting crushed by the people who should love you most? That leaves a permanent scar. Look at her natural confidence. A friend of mine is casting a kids' food commercial right now. She would be absolutely perfect for it.
Wow!
Oh, please, let's be realistic here.
Have you noticed her uneven jawline and those messy teeth? Stardom is definitely not in her future.
Honestly, watching her try to act all confident is just painful.
Everything I heard, it was like a knife twisting in my chest. Scarlett Brooks. She has the perfect face, the perfect life. If I could just cut myself into her shape, maybe then they'd finally see me. At 17, I became an expert at hiding. I wore baggy hoodies like a shield. If you can't see me, you can't judge me. That's what I told myself.
I didn't wear makeup, I didn't style my hair. And why would I? To draw attention to my flaws? No thanks. I chose to stay in the shadows where it felt safe.
And then, there it was, the perfect red dress. It was as if it was calling out to me, promising to transform me into someone else. I felt so excited until I saw their faces. They looked at the dress, then at me, as if I were a joke. Something like that, my father sighed, would only make your flaws impossible to ignore. They bought that hideous dress anyway, as if I had no choice. They were true self-esteem assassiners. I retreated to my room, seeking refuge in the dark. I started an ASMR channel. Maybe, just maybe, they'd love me if they couldn't see my ugly face. I only showed my hands on camera, touching, tapping, whispering, creating a safe space for people to relax. My audience was like a tiny knitting club, small but loyal. For the first time, I didn't care if they saw my face, because for those 20 people, I was finally someone worth listening to. I wore a mask, like those Japanese TikTokers. Hey everyone, time for a little chill down your spine, I whispered, trying to reach out. At first, 10 people watched, but no matter how hard I tried, they started dropping off. One by one, they left. I felt like a failure. But just as I was about to give up, a strange creaking noise pulled me to the window. Outside, a dark hooded figure was slipping into the abandoned house next door. It's been empty for 2 years, so who the hell was that? The lights were always off, and she only left at night. Something felt fundamentally wrong. I begged my dad to call the police. The officer arrived 20 minutes later. He gave us a polite smile and said, "Everything checks out. She's just private, that's all. But if she's just a neighbor, why all the secrecy?" A strange, cold shiver crawled up my spine. But the feeling of being watched didn't fade. I couldn't shake off the urge to check that house one last time. Maybe she was hiding from someone, and that's why she wanted to remain unseen? I eventually drift off to sleep, not realizing that this very night would change everything forever. Something was about to happen. My phone was going insane. I sat up in bed, my heart racing, and saw 100 notifications. My humble ASMR channel had blown up overnight. I was horrified. Last night, I forgot to turn off the stream. Thousands of strangers had watched me sleep in my pajamas all night. I scrambled to my computer. Hoping no one from school saw it, I hit delete, but it was too late. Once something is out there, it never really dies. The moment you start fearing something, it's already coming for you. I wanted to disappear, but Jeremy stopped me.
Hey, April, don't be so shy. Sit here. There's plenty of room. Relax. I saw your stream last night. Honestly, it was actually quite impressive. You have a real gift.
For the first time in my life, someone saw through my hoodie, and he actually liked it. By lunch, everyone knew. People were whispering, pointing. It felt like the whole world was watching my social suicide. I just wanted to curl into a lauder and lock myself away forever. Was being popular really worth all this pain?
Hey, April, I loved your stream. You're honestly so pretty. Have you considered coming to the party tonight?
Compliments started pouring in. Was I really that ugly girl I'd been told I was for years? Maybe, just maybe, I was wrong. It felt like walking on a red carpet. I didn't need the hoodie to hide anymore.
Go on, April. You're doing great.
Are you sure you aren't getting ahead of yourself? Stay away from Jeremy. He's not yours. Jeremy is his own person, Marina. He can decide for himself who to talk to. He's not your lapdog, and you're not his owner. Something about her words made my skin crawl. Maybe because deep down, I knew she was right about one thing. The boys didn't see me as a person. They saw me as a joke. But I wasn't going to let that be my truth anymore. Mom thought a warm apple pie would break the ice, but the house remained a fortress. She knocked and knocked, but silence was the only answer. Yet, I could swear. I felt eyes watching us from behind that peephole. By the time we got home, the requests were pouring in. Popularity isn't just a dream, it's a weapon. No more hiding in the shadows. It was time to give them exactly what they didn't expect. The real me. I traded my baggy hoodie for this, a new armor.
Are you seriously going to school looking like that? You're embarrassing us! Don't you dare humiliate yourself!
For years, I lived in their shadows. Tonight, the spotlight would finally be on me. Their voices were like static. I didn't care anymore. Stop treating me like a freak! Because of you, I've lived in insecurity my whole life. I grabbed my bag and stormed out. It was time to rewrite my story. At school, the tide turned. I was suddenly the one everyone wanted to talk to invite, to know. Morena and her crew, they looked at me like I'd committed a crime. And you know what? I enjoyed every second of it.
April Johnson, you have no idea how long I've wanted to ask. Will you go to the prom with
It
me?
felt like a dream. He was finally looking at me, not the hoodie, not the mask. And I realized, maybe I was worth loving after all. But fame has a price. Marissa and her crew started flooding my comments with venom. Fake, cringe, you don't belong in the spotlight. I thought popularity would save me, but all it did was turn the volume up on the hate.
Now you look like a soaked kitten. Let's see how the boys like you like this.
They wanted me to cry. They wanted me to beg. But as the water dripped down, I realized something. I was finally bulletproof. I walked out, head held high. I didn't care about my hair, my makeup, or their stares. And the boys? They didn't see a victim. They saw a goddess.
Wow, April, you look incredible.
Walking down that hallway felt like the opening act of a blockbuster movie. The boys were frozen, captivated. For years, they treated me like I was invisible, but now, they couldn't take their eyes off me. And Marissa? She looked like she wanted to scream.
You spent our money on that? You are not wearing that to prom. Don't you dare disobey me.
She called me a freak and tried to tear me down again, but I just smiled. Because I knew the truth. I was going to be the prom queen, with or without their blessing.
When I was your age, I was just like you. I thought beauty was my key to everything, but it turned me into a target. We didn't want to break you, April. We were just terrified that the world would break you first. We thought we were protecting you from the same fate. We didn't want the world to break you, so we tried to toughen you up. I'm so sorry.
Their words hit me harder than any of Marissa's insults. I realized their cruelty was just their misguided way of saying, I love you. It didn't fix everything, but it gave us a chance to finally start over.
After everything Mom told me, my mind raced to the worst possible scenario. I tripped, fell, and braced for the worst.
Are you okay?
But the hand reaching out, it wasn't a threat. You're our neighbor? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to follow you.
It's all right. You scared me too. I just run here every night.
Wait. Scarlett Brooks? The supermodel? I used to cut your pictures out of every magazine. What happened to you?
Fame is a trap. I tried to be perfect. And the moment I became damaged goods, the world threw me away.
A friend thought my face was too perfect, so she left her mark with acid. Now I live in the dark. Please, don't tell anyone. Stay close to those who value you, not your face. That night, I finally understood. The brightest spotlights often hide the cruelest lies. I thought a selfie in that hideous dress would be funny, but Jeremy, his reply was exactly what I feared. He wasn't interested in me, he was interested in a trophy.
Don't you have something more revealing? I want every guy in that room to be jealous of me.
His words stung, but he was right. Sometimes it only takes one text to force you to strip away the lies. I didn't need to be his princess. I was ready to become my own queen. As I walked into the ballroom, the silence was absolute. Everyone was staring, but for once, I didn't care. When Jeremy tried to approach me, I didn't even look his way. I had finally outgrown the person who only saw me as a trophy.
My parents were there too. We've all been hurt, and we all have much to forgive. But in this moment, held by the people who love me despite all our flaws, I finally felt safe. I am enough, and that is the only beauty that truly matters.
I looked at her window, a tiny beacon in the dark, the one who had been damaged by the same world I was trying to impress. Maybe we were both just two broken pieces of the same puzzle. I realized then, your worth isn't defined by the crowds or the clicks. It's the love you give yourself. That's the only beauty that truly lasts.